Gentlemen, the reality is that the majority of us were not born with Greek god bods. Perfect proportions. If we were all 6'2", 195 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal, we would have absolutely no need for this video. But the reality is much different than that. We come in a wide variety of different sizes and shapes, from very tall to very short. Some dudes are super thin and some have a bit more to love. But I got some great news for you. If you understand clothing, your body, and how to integrate the two, you can totally minimize some of your perceived negative attributes, maximize the positive for you to look ultimately more amazing. And so today, I'd like to go over 6 difficult body types and the style tips associated with making them look amazing. Body shape number 1, super skinny. So you're a skinny guy. You need to dress in a manner that is going to add visual bulk without being baggy. You know how we always talk about dark colors make you look smaller? Lighter colors actually make you look larger. So if you're super skinny wearing black and dark gray, charcoal, navy, is that a good idea? No, you should not. You should be gravitating towards the lighter shades, the brighter colors. In terms of patterns, you want to avoid big, bold, robust patterns. Instead, opt for smaller, tighter patterns. Also, horizontal stripes are absolutely perfect for you. This shirt is a great example. It's light, it's bright. The horizontal stripes make you look wider. You need to make sure the collar fits you well. The one thing that makes a guy look super thin is when he's wearing a shirt that has a huge collar and there's a big gap. The second body type we're going to talk about that's tough is the teddy bear. Somebody who has a little more to love. This shirt would be terrible. Horizontal stripes are terrible for bigger dudes. It makes you look larger and wider than you actually are. Instead, opt for vertical stripes, solids, dark colors, because it's going to make you look slimmer, or a nice tight pattern like a check. Do not wear big, do not wear baggy. There is a big misconception that big guys can't wear fitted clothing. This is 100% unequivocally and absolutely false. For suiting, I would recommend going dark colors. Navy, charcoal is perfect. Also, peak lapel. All right, something a little bit wider. This is going to give you a better visual V-taper. The other thing that's going to help with that is a lower stance. Stance is where that jacket buttons. The lower, the better. The third tough body type we're going to talk about is one that I know a lot about because I happen to fall into the category of a short dude. Technically, if you are 5'8" or below as a dude, you are considered short. But good news, 30% of the population actually is, so you're not alone. So when I decided to do this video, I actually reached out to my friend Peter Manning. For those of you who've been around a while, you know who Peter Manning is because I've done multiple videos with him and for him. I said, yo, Peter, I want to do a video. I want to talk about short dudes. Will you send me some clothes? He said, absolutely. I'd be happy to help and sponsor the video. Peter was frustrated. He's a short dude and he couldn't go into a store and buy off the rack. And so he thought to himself, he's like, yo, there's got to be a better way. And so he actually created the line Peter Manning, which is specifically designed for guys under 5'8". The sizing system is brilliant. You're a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 2X or 4X. It is based on not only your height, but your weight. Me, I'm 5'6.5", and I'm 150 pounds, so I am a 3. Jeans and pants and clothing that you find in the stores, generally, the smallest inseam you're going to be able to find is a 30. I'm not a 30. I'm a 28. The inseams go down to a 26. And so when I first tried Peter Manning clothing on, to be honest, I almost cried. It was actually an emotional experience because for those of you out there that are short, you understand how sort of painful and a little bit embarrassing it is going shopping in your standard retail establishments. You try stuff, even with like shirts, suits, where everything is big because it's all about proportions. And clothing that you buy off the rack is proportioned for guys that are average height. And so when I put on a dress shirt, even if it fits in the chest and the shoulders, is super long. But when I put on a Peter Manning shirt, it was built for me. The sleeve length, right? It's the right length. It's not a bunch of bagging because that's the other thing. When you're short, you have a bunch of fabric and bagging down by your ankle. Not ankle. That's with the pants. Let me show you those. And the pants? What? Are you kidding me? There's not a lot of extra fabric down in the crotch making my legs look this short. This is incredible. The length, these are a 28. Gentlemen, these pants are off the rack. Never does this happen. Peter Manning also now has suits. Everything on this jacket is perfect off the rack. The proportions are perfect. The sleeve length, dynamite. The length of the jacket is amazing. And here's the deal. You cannot shorten a jacket if you buy it. You can shorten the sleeves. You can change the way that it fits through the body, but you cannot shorten it. Now, I got the jacket and the pants as separates, but you can actually buy the matching jacket for the pants and pants for the jacket to make a suit. I love Peter Manning so much, it is ridiculous. It is the first company that sort of understood that we weren't all built with off-the-rack bodies. Guys, if you want to go check out Peter Manning, if you're short, go. There's a link down below, and there's also an amazing discount code that they gave you because you know me. Peter Manning also has t-shirts, polos, chinos, khakis, jeans, but none of them will fit the fourth tough body type, somebody who is super tall. Super tall is tough. Much like the short dude, you also have similar situation where it's impossible to go into a store for the most part and find things that fit you. What I would recommend is going and doing a little bit of research. The one store that I would recommend you check out, if you can find one, is Destination XL. DXL has everything from jeans to suits to t-shirts, and it's a great place. The pants are going to come with longer lengths as options. Also, the shirts a little bit longer so that it keeps with the aesthetic and proportions that you're going with. Balance, baby. It's all about balance. The fifth tough body part we're going to talk about is when you're big up top, small down below. Some dudes are built a little bit more like a popsicle. Big up top, thin little legs. How are you going to counteract this? Well, what I would recommend is actually going darker up top to make you look smaller. Pants, lighter, a light tan, a light gray. This is actually going to help you balance a bit more. It's also going to give the visual illusion that you're more symmetrical than you actually are. Bringing us to the sixth tough body part when you're a little bit bottom heavy, smaller up top. You're going to do the reverse. Dark jeans, dark pants, dark slacks, lighter up top. It's actually going to make your bottom half look smaller, your upper half or your torso look larger. We, you, me, we're not all born with Greek gods, amazing symmetrical proportions. Take time to understand fit, color, clothing, and how it actually relates to you and your body. You're going to be amazed at how you can actually change the look and things that you thought were like, yo, I hate my big ass. You can do things to minimize that and make your shoulders appear broader. Gentlemen, here's the deal. Regardless of the shape you are, tall, short, big, small, I think you are perfect just the way you are.